At this point, we're on the brink of victory, and the worst enemy that we have is the tendency of African people to compromise, because we lose every time we go into compromise. We lose. We don't have to compromise, because what we are talking about is good not just for African American people, it's good for everybody. Because what we're talking about is the truth. And the truth will liberate everybody.
ASCAP, the Association for the Study of Classical African Civilization, is having its Mid-Atlantic Regional Conference at Bowie State University in Bowie, Maryland, December 2nd and 3rd, 2011. Invited speakers are Dr. Greg Carr, Dr. Raymond Winbush, Dr. Niana Rassian, Dr. Andreas Woods, Dr. Tahia Nyahuma, Dr. Mark Bolden.
And as Dr. Brothers, we think, has given us that we go in this deep well of knowledge and pull out what we need. It'll get us out of this mess we're in. But then you say, well, what's happening with this deep well? Why can't we get this information? It's been written on the walls for 6,000 years. But all of this is because we have this lack of unity.
Come out and enjoy the brotherhood, the sisterhood, the information, and the sounds of powerful African culture.
That's why we're the only people on the planet whose people are being attacked because they do reading and research. The only people. Why do you think we're the only people? Well, because brothers and sisters in other parts of the diaspora have begun to hear and read. They've begun to see things that they hadn't seen before. Brothers in South Africa picking up books by Dr. John Henry Clark, Jacob Carruthers. They're picking up these books and he said, wait a minute, I got to rephrase what I thought history was. And they began to write. And they, over on the continent, out in the Caribbean and places like that, they're doing it everywhere. That's what the problem is. Because once they begin to do that, the family begins to knit itself back together again. And of course, there's nothing that oppressors fear more than unity among the oppressed.